What is going on, my friends? Last video I talked about offensive budget players. Today I'm gonna be talking about defensive budget players. Not gonna lie to you, defense is almost impossible this year. I am finding a way to get some stops here and there. I'll talk a little bit about the players that are helping me get those stops, but let's just get right into it. Going to our defensive linemen, we'll start at the left end. Budget players. Who are the budget players that have helped me, on this grind to try to get to top 100? Jalen Walker, pretty good. 83 speed, 89 excel. I don't think he gets any of the glitchy stacks that you're looking for, but if you just want like a speedster, maybe you want to do a QB contain, or maybe you want to do a QB spy, I think Jalen Walker is pretty good. I've been using him a little bit. The base card of 83 speed, 89 excel is not too bad. 90 tackle is not too shabby, to be honest with you. I talked about the Raiders theme team a lot last video because I do think you can make a great theme team for Raiders without getting guys like Howie Long, without getting guys like Taylor Mays. Khalil Mack, he's less than 400k. That is a lot, but you're going to be able to get him to 85 speed, 86 excel or 85 excel, 88 strength, like almost 90 block shed, almost 90 power move. Depending if you're on what strat cards you use, you can probably get that well above 90, probably like 93. So Khalil Mack seems like a pretty good card. He's giving me some trouble grinding this ranked head-to-head right now. I've heard a lot of crazy things about Trayvon Walker. Apparently he plays really well. His stats don't look very good. He only has a 77 block shed, 65 finesse move, but he be moving and grooving out there. 86 speed, 88 excel is why you would get him. Does he get the stack? That is the question. If he does, then he's easily the best budget card in the game. Edge threat elite. We got double or nothing there. El Toro, yeah, he's glitchy. If you need a left end, he would be the easy choice there. I mentioned Jags theme team a lot last video. Budget team for sure at this point. Used to be the best theme team by far. But if you're a budget guy, this is a no-brainer left end there. That's really all I would talk about with the left end. I'll talk more about pass rushers when I get to the linebackers, because there's a couple linebackers that I want to talk about there. Right end, let me go through this real quick. Lawrence Taylor's unbelievable. I loved using him, but he's not budget. Boy Mafe is cracked. 85 speed, 86 excel. Seahawks theme team is a very, very good option as well. They're getting more and more towards the budget side of things. I really hope that Tariq Woolen can get a new card, but it seems like their theme team has already been juiced out. You can get that new Sam Darnold. JSN is probably due for a new card here soon. Richard Sherman just came out. You should be able to get this guy to a solid 87 speed on a 50 out of 50, assuming you don't have crystals. But even if you don't have a theme team for whatever reason, I don't know why you wouldn't, and you just want to use a base version of this guy, he does get 4 different team chems, I believe, as well. Everyone that's in his division. So you got Seahawks, Niners, Rams, Cardinals. So those theme teams are a lot easier to make. That's not true. All these theme teams are very, very good. So when it comes to right ends, he's an obvious option there. Von Miller always plays well, I feel like. Great option there for less than 200k again as well. Who else have I come across? I'm using Dwight Freeney at the moment. He's not bad. He's my QB spy, though. He's not really rushing a whole lot. But when it comes to right ends, that's really all that there's worth talking about. Like I said, I'll talk about the linebackers here in a bit. But D tackles, let's go here for the D tackles. Vita Vea would be the new guy right now that is pretty cracked. He's a humongous big body individual, 90 strength, 6'4", 350 almost, and still has 78 speed, 84 excel. This guy is just as quick as Aaron Donald almost, which is crazy. But 92 block shed, 93 power move, 86 finesse. He's going to get cheaper and cheaper, especially with most feared out right now, or coming out this week. He's going to be cracked. Deron Payne, slow, but block shed is very nice at an 89, 86 strength. I've come across him a good amount as well. Who else have I come across? Jalen Carter was pretty good. Haven't seen him in a while though. Warren Sapp is still very usable. Again, Raiders theme team. He's pretty good on a Raiders theme team as well. Very cheap as well, I might add. Chris Jones, his base card play really well. I bet his 90 overall is going to be cracked. But that's really it from the defensive tackle side of things. You know, usually you're going to put an end there, in my opinion, but I could be wrong. Let's go to what's next. Let's go to Sam. Same side linebacker. Mike Jones is going to get cheaper and cheaper. He's already less than 400K. Rams theme team, Steelers theme team, crazy. Cornelius Bennett has unbelievable for me rushing. He gets the stack of El Toro, double or nothing, an instant rebate. Cracked individual, very good card. Even if you want to user him for whatever reason, you know, you're going to be able to get him at a base 85 speed, 88 block shed. Just a very, very solid card, especially for less than 200K. He is not a must add, but he's pretty close to it, to be honest with you. And that's going to do it for the Sams. Not a lot of Sam options there, not going to lie to you. Mike is where we get a lot. Middle linebacker, we get a lot of options here. Ray Lewis is coming out, so that's pretty scary. But Luke Kuechly, 6'3", 87 base speed, less than 300K already. His price will go even less than that. So great option there. Brian Urlacher, 6'4", 86 speed. If you value a little bit more height, you know, maybe he's your guy over Luke Kuechly. Pretty good, solid options there. Jordan Brooks, 6 foot, not nearly as good as these guys, but you know, he gets good theme teams like Dolphins and Seahawks, and not a bad option, to be quite honest with you. That's really it there. This is budget, so I'm only going to talk about budget players at the moment, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to be talking about Luke Gifford looks pretty good at 84 speed. I'm not going to be talking about any you know, expensive players. Mike's, you know, you should have Fred Warner just because, you know what I'm saying, he gets every theme team. But or Roquan, I would use Fred because he's 6'3" and may not get another card this year. That's going to do it for the Mikes there. Let's go to, I'm going to try to get this done a little quicker now. Let's go to the Wills. Hello, Wills. I do think that Zach Bond, his price will slowly start to get less and less as these new cards start coming out. He'll get cheaper. But 86 speed, very good. He's less than 400K right now. This was a million coin card once upon a time. Keep talking about Jacksonville theme team. Even if you don't, this guy Foyesade Aluakun, absolutely 87 speed, 88 excel, very, very solid option. He's actually played pretty well against me, I'm not gonna lie. Derek Brooks, excuse me, stinks. Peyton Wilson, not bad, 86 speed, 88 excel, not a bad user. I think you should be using a safety, but if for whatever reason you're not, he's a pretty good option. That's pretty much it there. I accidentally backed out all the way. Let me go back and talk about corners and safeties now. If we go down here, I'll talk about corners because that'll be probably a little quicker. But yeah, Sauce Gardner, new card's gonna be crazy. Kool-Aid McKinstry is an interesting option. He's 6 foot. He's Saints, so no theme team is gonna help this man be any better. Obviously, the Saints stink. But 88 speed, 90 excel, 89 agility. He only has 83 jump and 77 play rec, which I don't love, but 94 press, 92 man, and 85 zone. Very, very solid stats there. Taylor Britt's got good stats, but he's 5'11". He's tiny. There is a Jamar Chase coming out, so maybe Bengals theme team. Maybe this Taylor Britt's a little bit better. Probably not if I had to take a wild guess. Let's see, is there anyone else glitchy? Jalen Ramsey's obviously incredible. He always plays well, I feel like. And then the last one I'm going to talk about that's a budget. Now he's a budget. Oh, Jarkevius Ward, Travis Hunter, obviously. These two are very, very good. Ward is on my theme team. I'll talk about that in a few days, if not tomorrow. Travis Hunter's a very, very solid option still. Still very broken card on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. Jack's theme team, very, very good. Let me see if there's anyone cheaper down here that's worth mentioning that maybe I've come across. Maybe you have. Yeah, there's no one. But One card I do want to talk about, Dominic Rogers Cromartie, is slowly becoming affordable. I used my tokens on him. Raiders theme team yet again. Can do it for cheap, less than 300k. Very solid options there. And then let's just get this over with. We'll talk about free safeties and strong safeties. Strong safeties, I already know one off the top of my head. Isaiah Polamau. These three right here are very, very good. Duggar's the slower version of these two, but he's tall. He's 6'2". Isaiah Polamau, 6'4", 87 speed. Again, less than 130k and can be on that Raiders theme team that I keep mentioning. Grant Delpit, 6'3". I think he's getting a new card if I'm not mistaken. 87 speed. Deshaun Elliott, I use his base version a lot. Very good card. He's 340k. If you use a theme team, these guys are better options, but Steelers theme team is not bad. Up top, you can have Delpit and this guy, Deshaun Elliott. So pretty good options there. I mean, you compare him to an LTD Taylor Mays. I mean, the same speed, more excel, more tackle, one less play rec, same pursuit, way better man, better zone, slightly less hit power. I mean, that's a pretty good card right there. Obviously, Kyle Hamilton you got for free, but Isaiah Simmons is a dog. He's unbelievable. Ashton Davis, again, Jets theme team I've mentioned before. Last video, today, no different. 77,000 coins for him. Jets theme team is slowly on the come up. Anyone else that's worth mentioning? I don't think so. I do believe that is it. I do believe that is it. Cornerbacks, you can also do Nate Wiggins for the Ravens. I forgot to mention that. Ravens theme team's on the come up as well. Petrie came out recently, already affordable. He's 5'11" though, but 88 speed, 92 zone, not too bad. Ed Reed, again, Jets theme team, very solid card. Less than 100k. Javon Holland, there's a moment in time where Giants theme team was very, very good. I used it a little bit, and Javon Holland was on it with +3 speed. Very good option. Steelers theme team, I mean, those safeties, Elliott, Delpit, Minka, broken. Very, very good options there. Byard wasn't too bad for me, but he's 5'11". You got to get your DBs to be pretty tall. Mo Rig, cheap Raiders option, 6'2" safety. I really like him. Used him a lot this year as well. And right now I'm using Nick Cross, who's not too bad at 6 feet, and then Eagles theme team Makuta. A good option there. He can get 88 speed, but he's 5'11". And then Brian Cook, talked about it last video. Chiefs theme team might be on the come up again with that new Tyreek Hill that's potentially coming out. But that's really all I got today. Just wanted to break down some budget cards. Sorry if it was all helter skelter, but subscribe, leave a like, comment who's been a budget baller for you this year. I'm always interested to see what you guys have to say. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.